You're such an asshole.
Making money, that's what I do. Used to think I was an Irish Jew. Now I'm a Scandinavian Jew, and that sucks. Not the Jewish part, the Scandinavian. Nobody respects the Scandinavians. The last times the Scandinavians were respected was like 700 AD. Now it's just like, hey, could you be the world's pussies? All right, there you go. But don't worry. Us Americans will bail you out all the time. Out of world wars and, communists. But you like the communists anyway because you can't wait to vote for communism. We're not communists. We have private sector ownership. Yeah, and the government takes 70%. I wonder if... Fuck you, Scandinavians. People actually ask me, are you going to research your lineage? Like, no. The Irish, at least the Irish had something. Okay, they got sad songs about hating the English. At least they have that going for them. And they have good booze, and they got Guinness, and they got some songs, although the Irish songs are all sad and depressing. And we're the flogging mollies. Great for you. There was a culture. There's something, they're different. They're unique. They're Irish. I come back to fucking report. Oh, you're 70% Nordic. Scandinavian. Oh, great. Ooh, lutefisk and sweaters. Hey, so I graduated from a not well-known school with a degree in political science 4 years ago. Despite the economy being good, I have failed. No. The economy has nothing to do with it. You have a completely worthless degree. Completely. Did you think you were going to lead the country at 17? That you'd have the wisdom? And let me guess, you weren't politically connected. You didn't have a rich dad like Governor Mark Dayton or Barack Obama. Well, his dad wasn't rich. His grandmother was rich. Or the Clintons or the Bushes. You didn't come from a political family. You're not a Kennedy, were you? Oh, you thought you'd get in on merit. How do you like that merit now, Democrats? Finding a decent paying job and have therefore abandoned my degree and the field completely. Good. Admitting you have a problem is the first step towards recovery. I currently work in delivery. I've always been interested in aviation, and for the last few months I've been taking flying lessons. I'm close to getting a private certificate, but have a long way to go if I want to fly for an airline. Here's my question. Is this a career worth pursuing? I've heard you mention your friend who is a captain. Yep. And he sounds like he's doing well for himself. Yeah, but he's also 51. And I'll tell you this about the airline industry is a lot like the oil. It booms and busts, man. It booms and busts. Because I've known him for 24 years now. And I remember when he was renting a room at my buddy's for $400 a month. It wasn't a pilot because he was furloughed during the Great Recession. I think it was also furloughed during the .com recession, which technically wasn't a recession, it was an economic slowdown. But the airline industry is very sensitive to the economy. Now, what is happening, a different dynamic has come into play, and not just in the airline industry, but the trades, the lineman industry, the cops. The baby boomers are retiring. Younger baby boomers are retiring, and they didn't train nobody in the trades. Certainly not Gen X. But these guys have been clingerongers to their jobs for so long that now these entities aren't, there's going to be a pilot shortage, there's going to be a lineman shortage, there's going to be a tradesman shortage. It's like, well, you should have traded up Gen X. Oh no, but we wanted to keep our jobs. So now in the year and a half, all these baby boomers are going to quit. Oh, there's a shortage of cops. It's like, well, why did you just, never mind. They made the barriers to entry into these professions were so high, and they weren't hiring. Now all of a sudden it seems like the entire baby boomer generation is going to retire in 5 years, and now there's a labor shortage. Not to the extreme level of other industries, but the airline industry, they say, oh, there's going to be a shortage of pilots. Well, okay, if there's a shortage of pilots, then maybe the airline industry could start having a training program. But we want to do that when we get suckers to pay for their education themselves. So there is a presupposed shortage. They had to really lobby my buddy to become a pilot, to go from a co-pilot to captain, because he's a minimalist, smart guy, real smart guy. But just so you know, I mean, he's been a pilot for 30 odd years now, 30 years, almost 30 years. And it's not all like you become a pilot and you go fly for Delta for the rest of your life. They will lay you off. Airlines will go bankrupt. Airlines will be bought out. They will cut. We don't need this. Certain routes don't become profitable anymore. So just so you know, it's a very volatile industry to get into. And I would have a solid plan B, and my buddy did. I won't give it away because then he'd be able to be identified because the two trades are very unique. But you almost have to have you start off as a serious hobby, and I'm not saying don't become a pilot, but you got to have something that when the lean years come along and they lay off, and guess what? It's all seniority base. They're going to lay off all you kids that got your pubes last week, and then you got your driver's license is all shiny and new, and your pubes are all shiny and new. Guess who's going to get axed first once the GDP drops below 0.5% growth? All right. I would say in the long run, it is worth pursuing if you have a daytime job, at least for the first couple of years. Right? Or if you're a minimalist and you're willing to go through all that training, you're willing to get all your certifications in, whether it's single and then dual, and then you're going to learn jets, and I don't know what the hierarchy is. And we have videos. I've done them before. Maybe I'll go ahead and find them. But if you just search on YouTube, Aaron Clarey, How Do I Become a Pilot? Or Aaron Clarey Airlines, Aaron Clarey Pilot, you should be able to find them, where I go into a little bit more detail about what is required and what my buddy told me. If you're willing to do the schooling and then also get on discussion boards, move to wherever they want you to. I remember my buddy also flew cargo at first just to get his air. You got to get hours in so that you could be certified. Well, you know all this. I say in the long run, yes. But it's not going to pay off until after you're 35. Could pay off earlier. You know what? There could be this genuine shortage the baby boomers kept telling us. Oh, we're going to have a shortage. We need, my God. Here, I'd like to become a pilot. Oh, do you have 47,000 prereqs and this? And no, we can't hire you. Oh my God, we need I remember. I applied to, this is just community office. I was just applying to be like the dipshit that guides traffic and helps out at parades. Just want to be part of the community. Fucking police department took 120 days to get back to me. And I was like, guys, no. Why can't we find cops? Christ, it takes you 4 fucking months to get back to people for a wannabe cop position. What is it if you're a real cop? Holy shit. And I've heard horror stories about the testing. Anyway, the rumor is there's a shortage. Mathematically, there probably is one on the Bureau of Labor Statistics. The question is whether the airline industry is going to get its head out of its ass and actually start training people to become pilots and do something to address that shortage. So, and then knowing all the volatile history of the airline industry, seeing what my buddy's gone through. Also, I did analyze the airline industry way back in my 20s, and it is volatile, debt-laden and all this other shit. Look up Northwest Airlines in Minnesota. A big airline went belly up out here. They got bailed on. Then it went belly up again. Al Checky, I think, was the guy who ran it into the ground. I gotta check that out. But I think he died. So it would be pursuing, but not at the expense of another more stable career, like accounting, or an engineer, or the military. I've heard you mention a friend of... I'm also worried about technology automating the job. No, they're always good. They're going to have humans. The airline industry is very heavily regulated, and I'm not against that. They want redundancy. They want a human. They want human eye, and they want two hearts up there in case one of the hearts goes. That's the most important part of the plane is the heart. The 2 hearts of the pilots. Also, is it worth doing? Is it worth going? You have doing. Is it worth going into some debt to get through training quicker? Or should I just keep working and paying as I go? 2 to 3 years before I'd be done. I'd go the 2 to 3. I'd pay as you go because you got to get your hours in too. That much I do know. Sometimes that's not always available. And you don't want to go into a ton of debt. But yeah, you're in no rush. Again, you could do it if you're willing to be a bachelor and willing to. Can you save up during 7 years feast for the 7 years famine? I mean, if you're a minimalist and you're a bachelor and you got no other debts, you could maybe bang it out, take on a little bit of debt, but you're working another job. You got some money coming in on the side. And then you could start as a very young pilot. You could certainly do that. But then I would just bank on being furloughed for years at a time. 2 to 3, 4. It depends on how bad the recession. You could be just furloughed for half a year. But I'd be prepared to be furloughed for at least a year. Be prepared to be furloughed at worst for 3. And have yourself some kind of other job. And now have some other kind of job or plan B, but you're not getting no McMansion. You're not getting no, I'm gonna lease a Beamer. I use Beamer, man, because I'm a 32-year-old dude, bro douche. You're not renting any fancy shit. You're gonna have cheap, minimalistic, frugal spending habits. And then I think you could become a cop. And then the payoff is down the road when you make captain and you get the nice flights and you get to choose where you hub out of and all these other perks and benefits. But yeah, and then the other thing is if you do, here's the, to counter my warnings and cautions, there's a benefit that if you start now young, you'll reach seniority a lot sooner than your average, 45-year-old or something like that. So I'm not against it, but if you do, you got to make sure like you don't become the dude, I'm a pilot, and you're ordering bottle service, you're going into debt. And, you're flying either cargo or some puddle jumper at first to get your wings, and not get your wings, but get your hours in. And then all of a sudden the airline goes belly up and there's a recession and no one's hiring. And a lot of pilots with a lot more hours and a lot more engines and a lot more planes out there looking for a job than you are. All right, that's it. Questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. I might actually catch up with shit this week. It'll be awesome. Things will be back to normal. I won't be flying all over the fucking country. We'll see you guys later. Doodles.